How do I make my animations in Procreate Dreams? Hi, long time no see, and I finally recorded a new video. In this video I want to combine all of my last 3 animations that I made in this year, and I'm gonna talk about how I created these animations. So let's begin. At first, when I create animation, I have to come up how to stylize characters. This is why I made many sketches in this sketchbook where I was making studies of Disney characters because I wanted to learn how to stylize properly. So as you can see, this is my attempt at stylization of the characters from the Stranger Things. Here I'm trying to achieve portrait likeness plus to make it more cartoonish and interesting. After I made the sketches, I had to do storyboard. As you can see in this book, storyboards are usually very beautiful and very precise because storyboards help other artists to communicate their ideas. But in my case, I drew storyboards and they look absolutely horrifying. But in my case, I draw storyboards very quickly and no one can understand what I just drew. So when all of the preparation for animation is finished, I can finally start my animations. What I usually do, I make rough sketches, then I make line art and the final version of the animation. So let's discuss 2 first animations that based on the Stranger Things. I made 2 animations. First one is about soldiers from the Stranger Things, and I think these characters are very strange characters. Probably it's a little too late to talk about this show since it was I wanted to say many years ago, many months ago, but I will still talk about it since I have footage plus I wanted to make this video. So if we talk about Stranger Things, I'm glad that I didn't record videos straight away after watching this show and making the animations, because after a few months I've been my emotions calmed down after the season finale, so I can talk about the show. So what do I remember about this show? Since I also have bad memory, this would be very useful in this video, so since I can make a summary. I remember that in the end of the show all plot lines were solved, they somehow very easily defended the forces of evil, and all of them were crying constantly. I'm talking about main characters. They were crying all the time. This is what I remember. People were criticizing so much the Stranger Things. Characters were very strange in the end of the show. I don't know, it felt a little superficial and strange that... And I felt like some emotions that were shown in this end of the season were not correct ones. But this is what I've noticed. And I'm not talking about plot lines. I made the animation about plot line that soldiers were very forgiving and kind people, and I was like, yeah, why would they forgive the criminals? Because these kids were criminals in terms of the law. I mean, yeah, clearly they're good characters, but if you look at terms of the law, they were criminals, so it would be logical if they would be arrested or something, but no consequences, 0 consequences, because this is the end of the show and everyone was like, wrap it up, we don't have time for this plot line. So yeah, but my duty is to make stupid fun animations. This is why I made this animation. The second animation, everyone in the final season, I mean every character, was describing everything in so great details that you could feel like you're an idiot when you watch this show, because this show was trying to show you, hey, I know that you're an idiot, you don't understand science or anything, but we not just think that you're an idiot, we think that you're complete idiot. So we're gonna discuss everything in such details that you would feel like you're in kindergarten and everyone's trying to explain to you the simplest things that possibly can. And the rumors were that why characters were describing everything in great details is that people often watch the shows while they doom scroll on their phone, or I don't know, they're on TikTok or other social media or something, and they don't pay attention to the plot. This is why they had to describe everything many times. And yeah, and while I like when plot is described in great details, but not to this extent. I don't know, it was a little too much, so I had to make this animation. Well, because who else gonna make toxic jokes if not me? This is my duty as a YouTuber. So yeah, and the last animation that I want to talk about is about Superman and Lex Luthor. I was making the animation based on the trend that happened at the Halloween, but I didn't draw this at the Halloween because I had other projects. So, but I was like, I like the song, I want to make the animation. You cannot watch this with the song on YouTube because, well, I couldn't post this music on YouTube, but I have the right version on my Instagram. So if you're curious, you can, if you haven't seen this, you can watch this on my Instagram, how it's supposed to be with the proper music and not my attempts to make a cappella. Yeah. When I was making this animation, I took the help from my live action figurines. Well, not exactly mine. Lex Luthor is my figurine and Superman is my sister's. And I use these figurines as reference for my animations. And let me tell you, this is so easy to make animation when you have references. Because if you don't have problems such as, oh, how does this boot or shoes look under this angle or that angle? You just look at the figurine and it's everything, you can see everything. It's so easy. So it was it was so good to draw this. So I think I should make more animations based on Superman and Lex Luthor because I have the figurines, plus I love these characters. So maybe I'll do it in the future, who knows. So yeah, that's my explanation about animations. Procreate Dreams updated its version to the Procreate Dreams 2. Probably, I don't know, probably it was called 2. So when I opened my Procreate, I looked at the app and I was like, what is happening? Where are the buttons? What is this? Then I figured this out, and right now I'm so used to the new versions and I love it, and it's much better than the previous version because it has lasso tool and other good things in the new version, so I like it. Also, I'm making new animation. I was talking about this in my previous video. Still in the process of creating it because I'm also participating in Plan April and Mermaid. I finished the Plan April challenge and I'm currently drawing, participating in Mermaid challenge, and it means that recently I produce drawings every day and sometimes even 2 drawings a day because I want to be able to finish the challenge and draw all of the prompts. So I'm drawing every day, I'm drawing constantly, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't record videos, because I was so busy with other projects that I was like, I cannot make videos. Plus I'm very burnt out from recording videos. I don't enjoy recording videos recently because I'm very tired from recording videos. This is why probably I draw all the time, because I'm recharging from the making videos, and while I draw I also rest. Also, I wanted to say a huge thank you to the customer who purchased my oil painting. I'm talking about this painting. I love this painting and I'm glad that customer loves this painting too, so thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate it a lot. What's new happened while I wasn't recording videos? It was a huge hurricane where I live. For 2 to 3 days it was a fucking blizzard. I cannot call it other names, and it was such a mess, but I'm glad that it finished and now it's bright sunny days and warm weather again. And I have new camera lens because it was my birthday and I'm 31, but I think I accepted my age, so I was like, okay, 31, whatever, 31, so 31 it is. Also, since I'm recording a new video, I wanted to use this opportunity as also, know how to call it, promoting, showing my fragment of my new animation. I am working on a new animation. I don't know when I finish it, because this is not going to be soon when I finish it. I'm just since I'm participating in art challenges, but I want to show the small fragment of my animation. This is without sound, anything, so maybe some of you would be interested. I think that's it for today. I feel like I talked about everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in next videos. Bye.